Welcome to Mrs. Perna's class.
Hi everybody, welcome to Mrs. Perna's class. We are working on part 3 of our ATC printing project, artist trading card printing project using Dr. Seuss characters. And as you can see, I've got my Horton, and I have already transferred him to my foam sheet. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to color him using water-soluble markers like Mr. Sketch. Try to avoid using permanent markers because permanent markers will not let you transfer the ink onto paper. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to color Horton's body. Instead of having gray, since I don't have gray, I'm going to use the light blue, and it's a really big area of blue, and I need to be super careful not to put my hand onto there, because look, even from before, you got to be really careful not to touch the plate, because the plate is not absorbing the ink, it's letting the ink float on the surface. So if you rub it in any way, the ink will easily come off on your hands. So we want to avoid that. We don't want to touch it, we don't want to take extra ink off. So I'm going to color my Horton. I'm not going to color to the very edge of the paper. I'm going to leave some of the character uncolored here, and I'm going to do the same thing with the background, only coloring the background really where it's touching Horton. I'm trying to avoid having too much ink on the edges. So I'm going to finish coloring this up. I hope you enjoy watching. Well, there we go. Horton's all colored. Now, you may have seen me use some dark blue. I was trying to create some shade areas, and hopefully that will transfer into the print itself. Okay, the next step is a lot of fun. You're going to take and move your print plate over, and you're going to take your ATC card. This is the paper we're going to be using. And you're going to go up and get a diaper wipe, baby wipe. And this gives just enough wetness to the surface of the paper. So you 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. You can tell it's getting ready because it wants to curl. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just trying some different ways. Now we're going to take this. Now you got to be really careful, because see how curly it is? If you put this onto your plate, you're done. Don't move it. If you move it around, you're going to mess up your print. So once you place it, do not pick it up again. Lay it down and then rub. Rub from one side. Keep your hand on the other side as you rub. Rub. Switch sides. Rub. What you're doing is you're taking the ink and you're transferring the ink from the printing plate onto the paper. All right, now we're going to pull our print, because we're really going to pull up the paper from off the printing plate. And what you end up with is something that looks like that. So there you go. End of part 3 of ATC, Dr. Seuss Printing Project. I hope you had a good time. I'll see you during part 4. Bye-bye, everybody.